a caged bird singing in an Austrian inn, a royal song hunter chasing clues across Europe, and a priest who climbed a snowy mountain on Christmas Eve, all to write the world's most famous Christmas carol. Welcome to America Needs Fatima. I'm Adrian Fonseca. These videos exist to capture the heart and soul of America with the message of Our Lady of Fatima, because it's the solution for our times. Have you ever wondered where Silent Night originated? This beautiful hymn has been translated into over 300 languages and sung by millions worldwide every Christmas Eve. But its origins remained a mystery for decades. Well, today's story is a detective tale unlike any other. The King of Prussia demanded to know who wrote this magnificent hymn. A royal concert director traveled across Germany and Austria searching for answers, and the truth he discovered is more beautiful than you could imagine. So let's dive into this Christmas mystery.
The song Silent Night is by far the most symbolic of Christmas carols. It is understandable, then, that we might wonder about the origin of such an extraordinary song. To tell the story of its origins, we must start at the court of Frederick William of Prussia, the fourth king of that name, just after his ascension to the throne in 1840. It was Christmas Eve. In Berlin, the king and his court were commemorating the birth of Christ. The Cathedral Choir, directed by Felix Mendelssohn, was playing one of the pieces from his repertoire. It was the song Silent Night. The king was very impressed by the beautiful song and wondered who the author might be. He examined his program with the list of hymns being sung and was surprised to see that the author was unknown. The King of Prussia could not permit such imprecision. So, immediately after the ceremony, he had the director come to see him. However, Mendelssohn was not able to shed any light on the matter. He then called the head of royal concerts, Ludwig, who had the reputation of being able to discover the origin of unknown songs. But, to Frederick William's disappointment, he knew nothing either. So, the king then ordered Ludwig to find out, because Prussian hymn books had to be in proper order. Now that Ludwig had his reputation on the line, it was imperative that he discover who the composer of the song was. He scoured the libraries, cities, principalities, and kingdoms of what was then Germany, but all to no avail. The song hunter, as they started to call Ludwig, noticed that the style of the music seemed Austrian. So off he went to Vienna, but again drew a blank. However, an old musician from Haydn's day gave him a clue. Michael Haydn, the brother of the famous musician, composed many works that had been lost. Could this Christmas song perhaps be one of those? The old man suggested. It was a long shot, and Ludwig wasn't encouraged. So, giving up his search, he decided to return to court. During the return trip, while he was staying at an inn, he noticed a cage bird singing a familiar song. He leapt to his feet, startled. Ludwig realized the bird was singing that mysterious Christmas song whose author he was looking for. It was singing Silent Night. "What happened?" the innkeeper asked. "The bird," answered Ludwig. "Who taught the bird that song?" The innkeeper did not know. But he added that a friend of his had bought it at the abbey at Salzburg and left it at the inn for the entertainment of guests. The Abbey of Salzburg. Ludwig suddenly felt like a hunter who, after much fruitless searching, finds fresh tracks in the snow. The trail had become warm again. He knew that Michael Haydn had lived for quite a long time at that abbey. So it was almost certain that the song was Michael Haydn's. Ludwig lost little time changing his travel plans and making his way to the abbey. Upon arrival, the head of royal concerts of the Prussian court was received with all the honors due to his office. The abbot and the monks offered him a good dinner and comfortable lodgings. But, lamentably, nobody knew the origin of the song. They much doubted the author had been Michael Haydn. When the song hunter told them about the cage bird, suggesting that the monks had taught it to sing that song, the abbot was offended, because such antics were prohibited in the monastery. Ludwig then examined all the manuscripts of Michael Haydn in the room where he had worked, and just as the monks had foretold, he found nothing. The trail was again gone cold. Discouraged, Ludwig began his journey back to the Prussian court. However, by chance, among those participating in the dinner offered by the abbot, there was a schoolteacher called Ambrosio Prestena, who was especially interested in the story of the bird. This could have been done by one of the boys in the abbey choir, he mused. Now, since the schoolteacher could imitate the bird perfectly, he decided to try out something in order to discover who had taught the bird this song. A few days later, he placed himself by a window that opened onto the inner courtyard of the school. He whistled, imitating the bird singing Silent Night. His ruse worked, because he soon heard a boy's voice saying, "So, little bird, you're back," and a 9-year-old boy came running out of class. How surprised the boy was to see he had fallen into a trap. "What is your name?" the teacher asked. "Felix Gruber," the boy answered. "And tell me, Felix, where did you learn that song?" "My father taught it to me." "And where did he get it?" "He composed it, sir."
Ludwig the song hunter never gave up. City after city, clue after clue, he kept searching until he found the truth. And that's exactly what we're doing at America Needs Fatima. We are on our own quest, seeking souls who need to hear Our Lady's message from Fatima. And we need your help to find them. When you become a child to Mary, you're not just receiving beautiful gifts, although the gifts are quite wonderful. You'll receive an exclusive lapel pin of Our Lady of Fatima. Your name and intentions will be remembered during a special traditional Catholic Mass every single day, right before Holy God. And you'll also receive a subscription to Crusade magazine to keep you informed and inspired. But here's what matters most. You are becoming a missionary for Our Lady. You're helping us spread her Fatima message to a world that desperately needs to hear it. And just as Ludwig traveled from city to city searching for the author of Silent Night, we're reaching out through videos, magazines, and other works of apostolate to find souls hungry for truth. But we can't do this without you. So click the link below to become a child of Mary today. Now, let's get back to Ludwig's search. He's about to make a breakthrough.
Without losing a minute, Prestena went to the boy's house in a nearby village. There he met the local schoolteacher, Franz Gruber, who said he had in fact composed the music, but the lyrics had been written by his friend Father Joseph Moore, parish priest of the village of Bagran, who had recently died. Overjoyed at finally finding the song's origin, Prestena wrote to Ludwig, the song hunter, telling him his quest to find the origins of the song were over. He sent Ludwig a full written account of how the song came about. And this is what he told him. It is Christmas Eve, and the tower of the small church of the village dominates the snow-laden houses of the town, like a hen protecting its chicks. In the presbytery, the young Father Joseph Moore, 26 years old, is reviewing the gospel in preparation for that night's ceremonies when a knock at the door breaks the silence. It is a peasant woman who asks the parish priest to help a baby that has just been born. Without delaying, the priest leaves the comfort of his home and, after a hard climb up the mountain, arrives at the humble abode where the child has been born. Upon his return, the stars shine in the heavens, reflecting their light on the whiteness of the snow. He begins to reflect on the scene he has just witnessed. The child, the peasant couple, and their humble home have all impressed him. They remind him of another child, another couple, another humble dwelling in Bethlehem of Judah. after midnight mass, Father Moore is unable to sleep. He takes pen and paper and begins to write a poem that will become the lyrics to the song Silent Night. The next morning, Christmas Day, 1818, the pious priest looks for a friend of his called Franz Gruber, then 31 years old. After reading the poem, Gruber exclaims, "Father, this is exactly the Christmas song that we needed. Praise be to God." And that very day, he composes the music to go with the words. And in this simple way, mirroring the events at Bethlehem, the most popular and beautiful Christmas song of all time was born.
And there you have it, the beautiful, mysterious origins of Silent Night. A young priest climbs a snowy mountain on Christmas Eve to help deliver a newborn baby. He returns to his humble presbytery, gazes at the stars, and reflects on how this simple scene mirrors another birth in Bethlehem, 2,000 years ago. Unable to sleep, he pours out his heart in poetry. His friend, moved by the words, composes music to match them. And on Christmas Day, 1818, the most beloved Christmas carol of all time was born. Isn't it amazing how God works? Just a priest, a teacher, some simple words, and a guitar in a small Austrian village. And from that humble start, a song that would be sung by hundreds of millions of people all around the world. This is the genius of Christmas itself. God didn't come as a conquering king in a palace. He came as a helpless infant in a stable. He didn't announce his arrival with trumpets and armies, but with angels singing to poor shepherds in a field. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. These words perfectly capture that first Christmas. The peace, the holiness, and the light breaking into our darkness. When you sing Silent Night this Christmas, remember its humble beginnings. Recall Father Joseph Moore's trudging through the snow. Think of the peasant couple and their newborn baby who moved his heart. And most importantly, remember another couple, another baby, another silent night and holy night in Bethlehem 2,000 years ago. If you enjoyed this story, click the video on your screen right now to watch the secret miracle of Christmas and the Fatima message. You'll discover incredible miracles that happened when our Lord was delivered from Our Lady's womb. Miracles that not very many people know about. Trust me, you won't want to miss this one. Have a blessed Christmas. May God bless you, and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. God love you.